Hey guys, my name is Critical, and today we will be reviewing the P90 PDW in Battlefield 4. This PDW can only be unlocked by one of the endings in the campaign. Most of you who has Battlefield should already have completed the campaign. If you haven't, you really need to. I'm not going to tell you what ending. The only thing I'm going to tell you is who's involved with it, and it's Hannah. That's all I can tell you. Well, that's all I will tell you. I can tell you more, but I don't choose to. But the ending involves Hannah. So if you go back and play the campaign, just the ending that involves Hannah, you will unlock this gun. And there's two other guns you unlock during the other two endings in the campaign, and I will be reviewing those sometime next week. But let's go ahead and get to the stats of this gun. This gun has a max damage of 21 and a minimum damage of 11.2. So that means anywhere between 0 and 8 meters, it's going to do 21 damage. So you should be able to kill him in 5 shots. When you start shooting at an enemy that's further away than 8 meters, it's going to start dropping off from 21 damage. And it's going to, at 60 meters, it's going to do 11.2 damage. So you got to compensate for that damage loss and put more bullets into that enemy to kill him. This PDW has a 900 rounds per minute. So that 900 rounds per minute with the 21 damage from 0 to 8 meters, you should be able to kill him anywhere between that distance. When it starts dropping off, you should still be able to kill him because you have that high rate of fire. It's like the AEK and the FAMAS. I know the FAMAS has 1,000 rounds per minute, and that's a fast shooting gun, so it's not far off. This PDW has a magazine size of 51. So with that 900 rounds per minute, it's good to have a large magazine because you will go through that fast. And if you come up on a room with more than one enemies, try to burst fire this weapon. Do not just go full automatic like I am in this gameplay. The reason why is because since that 900 rounds per minute, since you have that 900 rounds per minute, you're gonna waste that magazine 51 bullet size very quickly. Those 51 bullets are gonna go away very quickly because if you do fully automatic, you're just wasting the whole mag. And if there's more than one enemy in that room, you're not gonna kill them all. You're just gonna die. And I would suggest only shooting enemies from CQB, which is close combat, like from 0 to, I don't know, 30, 40 meters. Don't go long range, and because you are not gonna kill them unless you can compensate for that 900 rounds per minute with the recoil on this gun. And the mid-range combat is okay. You can kill an enemy, but it might take a couple of magazines. I can kill enemies at mid-range, but it takes me the whole magazine if I don't burst fire. So you might want to think about that. Let's go ahead and get on to the reload time of this gun. The reload time, when you do not have one in the chamber, which is the long reload, is 3.45 seconds. That's almost 4 seconds, so that's pretty long. So if you're in the middle of a firefight, I would never suggest doing this long reload, unless you hold down that trigger button and go fully automatic and waste all 51 bullets on more than one enemy. I would not suggest doing it on one enemy, because if you play on domination team deathmatch, there's always another enemy nearby. Unless you do that, you should not have to reload you should not have to experience the long reload. The short reload, when you do have one in the chamber, is 2.45 seconds. So it's a second shorter reload time than the long one. So that's better when you're in a firefight, but it's still okay, because that's a normal reload time around a normal reload time for a assault rifle. So if your enemy is using assault rifle and they have to reload, then you kind of got them there because you're using the same reload time basically. The recoil on this gun has a recoil of 0.35 up, 0.5 right, and 0.5 left. So that means it's gonna kick, well, it's gonna kick up, but it's not really gonna kick any to the left or the right because it might do some, but since they're equal, it should stay center, but it might move some, but it should go up because it has a 0.35 up. And the attachments I like to use on this gun, any suppressor, any gun in any first-person shooter, I like to use a suppressor if they got it because I like to stay off the minimap if that game does have a minimap, which it should. Anyway, without sight, I would suggest never going for over the 1x1 zoom sight because then that recoil just gets to you and it gets way harder to kill enemies. Unless you can compensate for that, then I would totally suggest that because I love those zoom in scopes, the 3.4 time prisma sight. I love that, but I also love the holographics on this, and you can see in this gameplay that's what I'm using. I do not use any attachments like any flashlights or lasers, but if I do, I will use a tactical flashlight. And if you've seen in my recent videos, you kind of know why, because it only turns on when you aim down sights. And I would suggest either a potato grip, a stubby grip, or a angled grip. I don't know why, or well, any grip really. Any grip would be good for this PDW. That's really all I would suggest using on that. But yeah, guys, I want you to go to check out Pro Shots. He's a guy he's one of my friends on YouTube, and I'm gonna leave his channel linked down in the description below. I want you to go check that out, and also I want you to go check out my YouTube channel, and also follow my Twitch channel. I'm gonna start streaming again when I get a better microphone, because the one I'm using now ain't really good.